they still have the Transcendence to back them up. They really need to. They're going to execute a plan on to open a nice pulse, followed up. Immortality field didn't last all too long, and now a Transcendent should round this out. Danteh and Pelican running away with this game. The Justice backline stood no chance after that Immortality field was burned.
Literally, that doesn't feel professional to me, but they're not really known for their hardcore dives coming in here, so...
Gets the kill onto Assassin. Wow, okay. It's the same problem Justice had last time around. Feels like they're not being as decisive with their team.
I mean, it's the Justice, though. Okay. Like, I know I'm not on the base, and I don't know if I can rant when I'm like a commentator. That doesn't feel professional to me, but...
be able to react. He's getting all the pocket in the world and then some. It's not both support. The Lamb's gone down already. Big meteor strike. Quillen's in a whole bunch of hurt. An opener two. A nice dive from the Outlaws. The supports from the Justice do not stand a chance. They need to come back rather quickly as overtime is here, but it's looking rather unlikely. The Outlaws, 2 rounds on the board, and that will be map number 1 to their name. Ooh, Danteh almost got stuck on the wall. Nice little railgun lineup. There is the Flux, a nice rail on to Iris, but it doesn't end up actually connecting with his head, so only a little bit of damage. Transcendence comes out. One shot potential still here for Happy. Overclock still going through. Windows being utilized too. Curling gets the kill onto Merit, but that window doing a whole bunch of work for the Houston Outlaws right now. They're carrying behind it. Iris keeping up his support duo. There you go. They push through what looked like a Transcendence to make sure Lastro escapes alive. A headshot was hit by Happy, but he's so low. Hey, 10 HP, someone's got to heal it. A return Flux from Kalios does kill Piggy, but the rest of his team have fallen around him. And now the Outlaws, in control of the robot, will take the lead.
Set up Pelican for success.
Oh, tried to go for the hack. Lastro jumped out of range. Nice punch actually by Danteh. Man got sent back into the enemy team, but Krillin comes up big as he always does. The Outlaws need to touch, and they do so quite easily. But Iris is in a whole lot of trouble. 3 members of the Outlaws try to go for that big touch and left Iris just out to dry. Mag running back to the rest of his team. The meteor strike got no damage done, but saved his life. Overtime still here, and the Outlaws need to be able to cap. Merit finds Krillin, and they activate the beat to shift the tempo in their favor. The rally's good, but the overhealth just not landed. Mag just gets focused down. The Brigitte, pretty unkillable. They dive to the backline and finish off Merit, but the Outlaws have control. Overtime ticks down, and Outlaws, they fight round 1.
Give up the ball.
What? Hello. That's a pulse running. Decay with the pulse now. Everybody's pushed into that wall. A beautiful punch by Mag sends everybody flying. The pulse goes out. It connects with the wall, but no one else. A little wave, hello, maybe goodbye to the rest of your team, Decay, because Lastro's on the field. Nano Zen, just to keep him alive, ends Assassin and Decay's life. DPS who? The Outlaws find a team kill and gain control.
Forward, Mag dropping low already.
What an unbelievable coach gun there from Merit. Push Mag all the way back, and even a Transcendence. The bomb literally flattens Decay. Unfortunate.
It's on Decay once more. Here he goes.
No pulse will unleashed. Mag's already dead. Luckily though, Mag sends Iris off the edge of the map. 2 for 2 trade, now it's a 3 on 2. Danteh killing Krillin, and now the big damage dealers for the Justice are in trouble. Danteh comes up big with a nice triple kill in that fight, and that'll be it. The Outlaws just wiped the Justice. A 2-0 on control and a 3-2 in the series. The Outlaws find the dub.
Falling here, Aztec's able to find that elimination. Danteh
gets 2. Aztec is able to take out Pelican and gets Lastro, so nice shots at range here. Mira a little bit deep, but
pretty effectively with the stick is good. Danteh gets a nano boost straight away, though. Mira's going to fire up on the overclock here. Mira's in deep trouble, forcing to a power block, has to cancel that though to reposition a Mira and meets him as he comes back down. Oh, so close for the Titans, but no cigar.
Also looking out from another angle. That'll be an matrix down for the Titans.
Spire gets the orbital land strike. He was hoping to avoid. Merritt, to be careful, playing pretty close to get the Doomfist there. He's stunned up. But it's only Shockwave, the last remaining hope for the Vancouver Titans and the Outlaws. Making a convincing second round, Matthew. I think he takes a big rail as well. Nice accretion, but needs more pressure on Shockwave. That'll do it. He jumped out of the Immortality field, so Danteh going to be happy with a bit of a freebie there. Despite losing their Sojourn, the Outlaws still feel confident. This Matrix might change the calculus there a little bit. Maybe at this point they settle for some cart progress if they can get it. Danteh clambers over to Spire's corpse, freshly made of course, with that discord on assistance from Lastro, and this is getting ugly.
I was going to say, here comes Merritt off the spot with his ultimate as well. Oh man, Mira takes some big shots and Lastro finishes him off.
I guess he thought he had decent sidelines, but now he has to play pretty aggressively. Trying to flank around now and make it happen himself, but it's too late. Far too late for that. You want to save that for when you're on the point trying to cap, one would expect. That's not available now.
They have pushed the Outlaws back though into this corner. So how they're going to try and collapse on the Shockwave is, yeah, they're going to catch him out on the high ground alone.
I think they were intended to fire that towards the underpass, not at his own feet. Like, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day, is collapsing on a Shockwave is close
to that back corner, right? Where like Lastro is currently making play.
Okay, here's had an matrix there, but Shockwave just sort of blows him up. Danteh combining the mirror here. I'll see Doofy's sort of eating an accretion there, I'd say. And that's 2 for Danteh now. Spy spent so much time waiting in the wings that his golden opportunity might have passed him by already. Lastro, Shockwave downrange.
Yeah, they weren't on the point as well, so he stopped capping it for a little bit there.
Nice step, it's good. Iris didn't have the Immortality field. Apparently, Danteh trying to reciprocate on the other side of the map, but Lastro strikes again. Another key kill on the DPS. That's 2 from Lastro onto DPS in this one fight. And that's going to bail the Outlaws out again. Intents and purposes to have done that for the time being. Look at the aggressive play for the Titans. Set it beautiful with here. With the Immortality field, Shockwave's able to get Merritt there, of course, with that ability that normally exists to this nice zone. That's a transcendence forced out of Lastro. What can the Outlaws do with this?
They're not going to really get much for the transcendence outside of just kind of keeping Lastro alive. Beautiful goal spot there from Masa. From Pelican on to Masa, man. It's going to be a cleanup crew here for the Outlaws.
Soju at ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, he's missed a lot of rails on this match specifically. He's had a pretty good series. But
that's a recall from his flag. Ready flags. Who's in that? Foz is sleeping. Backfighting it out in the back line. Yeah, Master Risk got repeat by that one. Is Norm coming back again as Iris who starts off the fight. And all said and done, the smoke clears. The Houston Outlaws feels like another day at the office for them. Pretty rudimentary display against the flagging Vancouver Titans. Don't worry, Vancouver, you might not be 0-7 anymore, but MI6 will still accept you. Again, the master, as you put it, of musical chairs. For the Houston Outlaws, it's going to be Danteh.
yeah, see, he had a fantastic series, whether it was on the Doomfist or Tracer. I know his Doomfist, play so aggressive, getting the nano boosts and other, help from the rest of the squad, but still very impactful, doing things like holding onto those, empowered punches a little bit longer, getting better value out of them. And then when he comes in on the Tracer, plays phenomenal on Midtown.
I'm really pleased about how Danteh plays against, or in a counter dive situation. Right? We've already talked at length about how he's got a very distinctive sort of peeling or reactive style where he has to be on the Doomfist. And that was something that he showcased even in the kickoff clash here. So this is a player with a lot of depth to his play style. He can really modulate his approach based on what kind of composition he's going up against. If he wants to be an instigator or if he can be against like a Sigma, for example, he's able to do that. And it actually means that Danteh as a Doomfist player and the Outlaws by extension can be less concerned about what the metagame is dictating. This team was even playing in Doomfist happily against like the Reinhardt comps from the London Spitfire and had great success against them. So this is a team that can really sort of focus on a distinctive style that suits them and not sort of worry about like, oh, if Doomfist is that strong or what have you. They're well positioned right now.